Hey guys, welcome back to my colourful country life. Today I have this cute little pack of glitter markers to show you all. These were very kindly sent across by Lightwish for me to try, and they know I have an obsession with sparkly things. They do look like they may be quite compact from the size of the box. Look at my hands in comparison. Actually, let's measure the box. So we've got 7 centimeters by almost 14 in height, and it says, so they're Flysea glitter markers, water-based, opaque, waterproof, odorless, non-fading and multicolored, so 12 colors to be exact, and they have a 0.7 fine tip nib as well. And on one side of the box here it describes what products we can use the markers on, and it says mirror, card, so I guess cardstock, paper, telephone. I don't think I'm going to be testing that one out for you guys. Interesting. Bag as well. So on the other side we've got what the markers are best used for. So it says writing, drawing, decorative and other uses. Best used on paper, plastic, metal, cloth and glass. Okay, so that could be for the telephone. Also available, but the adhesion is slightly poor. Okay, so on the back we have our instructions. The usual steps here: shake, press and write. And we have some little tips here and some cautions, so I'll just read that to you. So stay away from children under 3. Keep away from direct sunlight. Be sure to cover the cap after use. So store horizontally. If the water on the photo is not good during writing, push the pen tip back and forth obliquely on writing paper. So I guess if it's not coming out quite thick and juicy, and it's a bit on the watery side, just keep pressing it until it comes out. Or maybe it means if it's not flowing, like if it's skipping as it's as you're colouring with it. It is not well coloured when writing on a dark background. Okay, so not recommended for your black papers, I guess. Please note that the ink cannot be washed when it touches clothes. Good to know. So if you get it on yourself, wash your hands. When painting nails, draw on nail polish. That's interesting. When painting nails. Okay. When the ink becomes light, use a paper towel to absorb ink on the pen tip. When the ink becomes light. I'm not quite sure what that one means. When the ink becomes light, use a paper towel to absorb ink on the pen tip. Does that mean if it's leaking, you can absorb the paper? I don't know what that one means. If the pen tip is dropped, the ink will spill out. Okay, don't drop your pens, especially I'm on carpet here. Please do not use it other than writing and drawing. So some very honest instructions and info on here. I like that. Now let's take a quick look inside. Okay, so they're all individually wrapped. This is giving me flashbacks to the super golden markers. What I might do is quickly unwrap all of these off screen and I'll be back in a second. Okay, we are all unwrapped and we can see the colour range a bit better now. One thing I noticed while I was unwrapping them is you can actually see through the barrels. So the barrel is like a clear plastic, but it's got silver bits of glitter, a bit like this lid here. And you can actually see the product inside. Hopefully you can see the liquid moving there. So that'll come in handy letting you know when you're running out of product as well. So when I was unwrapping them, they're actually a lot easier to unwrap than I thought they were going to be. All I did was twist the lid. And as I twisted the lid, the seam in the plastic broke and I just pulled it straight off. So it took me 2 seconds per pen. One thing I also noticed was this bit here unscrews. Now, do I dare do this? Let's see how much mess I make. First of all, we have a plastic nib here and can I pull it out? I can't, so maybe, hang on, that was unscrewing. I don't know if I'm meant to be taking this off or not, so I could end up with silver everywhere. 1 second. Oh, okay. All right, so this must be, now is it meant to come in? Oh, I don't think you're meant to do that, guys. Don't think that's meant to happen, but oh, look how silvery that is. So I think if you want to clean your nib if it got clogged, you could probably just use a damp cloth. So pull that bit off and use a damp cloth to clean that. Don't do what I just did and pull it off from there, because your liquid's going to spill out like it did to me. But it's really sparkly. So you could always run it under a little bit of warm water as well, just on the end there. Just, I would be careful that it doesn't go through and you don't end up with water inside your product. Probably best with like a damp paper towel or something, just to wipe it off at the end. Okay, now what is that? What have I done? There's a little bit of sponge in there. I think that sponge, oh, yeah, okay. I think that sponge was meant to sit on the end. Okay. Yep, okay, it sits there. Let me just fix that a bit better. If I can. Can I pull it out? Oh, what am I doing? Poke it from that end. Okay. So, all right, that's how it's meant to look. So when you take this cap off, if you do, I'm going to say probably don't clean it unless you really have to, because this is a bit messy. So if it does get clogged, you can lift this off and wipe that with a damp cloth. You can also do it just like this. So probably don't take that off unless you really have to. Just wipe that with a damp cloth when you finish colouring. Don't pull it apart like I just did. But that was an interesting experiment. So one thing I did mention is that these looked a little bit more compact in size. So I'm just going to grab, what have I got here? I've got jelly rolls near me. If I grab a jelly roll and put that next to it. So this is jelly roll Stardust, and you can see the height difference there to show you the size. So what we might do now is go ahead and prime them. I've got a blank bit of paper here, bit of scrap paper. So we're going to give them a good shake. I'm not going to do this, actually, let's do the silver one and see if I stuffed it. So we'll give them a good shake. Shaking. Okay, let's see what I've done here. All right, now we're going to press the tip down. I can see that you can see the ink coming down in there now. Okay, so we'll swatch them in a minute. I'm just going to prime everything first of all. So I'm going to shake them all up. And then press the tip until it's fully covered. Okay. So I see why the sponge is there, because some of the product has come through into the sponge. Okay. Okay, so now that they're all primed, we're going to swatch them out. Now, my one concern here is that sponge. So obviously the sponge is there for a reason, and it has soaked up some excess product here. Now, is that wasting our product? Or is that meant to happen for a particular reason? I'm not quite sure. Time will tell, I guess. So like I was saying before when I was making a mess with the silver pen, don't pull it apart like I did. That was just a little demonstration. If you need to clean it or when you're finished using them, just get a damp paper towel or a damp cloth and just gently wipe off the end there to stop any product buildup. So on that note, let's start swatching these colours. All right, so let's have a closer look at those shiny, shiny colours. Look at that. Now, every single one has a silver glitter. No matter the colour, the undertone is a silver glitter. I think this one and this one are my two favourite colours, and I really like this pink too. It's actually, the barrel of it is red, but it comes out this sort of pinkish red. It's really pretty. Now, the paint flow, it was quite juicy, nice and smooth. There was no skipping, so I got an even application. They didn't feel scratchy at all either. So what I think we might do is test them out in a colouring book to see if we have any bleed through. Now, I do have a whip somewhere near me. 1 second. Okay, so I'm working on a page in Starfall or Shooting Star by Maria Troll for a buddy colour. Let me find the page. Oh, here we go. So what I'm thinking, what colours have we got here? I'm thinking I might use, oh, this is a hard one. So I was going to say I'll use the silver for the stars. That gold would also go too. The gold is quite pretty. Even the pink. The pink kind of matches the colours. Maybe I could do silver for the stars and then pink for the smoke coming out of the chimneys. What do you think? Should I do pink for the smoke? I do want colourful smoke. Let's just start with the silver on the stars and we'll have a look and see. I'm just going to give it another shake before I use it again. And you can see I haven't coloured anything on the page behind. It is a little bit warped from my Inktense at the moment, but there is no bleed through from the colouring so far. So let's check this out. Okay, so just going slow because I want to keep inside the black lines. Okay, do another one. Can you see how juicy that is? Shall I zoom you in? Let me zoom you in further. Okay, my recording cut out as I zoomed you guys in. So I've just done all the other stars at the top here. So let me show you how sparkly that is. Can you see the glitter? And I'll just lift you back up now and hopefully we can see on the back. Let's have a look. Now I'm not quite sure, are they dry? Let's just flip it and have a look. Okay. Okay, you can see no bleed through. Let's do the rest. Okay. I don't know what colour to do these little circles. Should I do them silver as well? Or maybe white? Okay, and we'll have a look at the other side now that that's done. Okay, so, oops, you can see there, we've had no bleed through. I'm just holding it up just in case they haven't dried properly yet. So we've had no bleed through. Now that was a silver colour. I want to test one of the darker colours. Do we have a test page in the back of these books? Nope. Okay. What do I have near me that might have a test page? 1 second. Okay, so I've got Rooms of Wonder here, and we've got a colour palette test page at the back. So I'm going to use, I think I'll use purple because it's one of the darker colours. And one other thing I noticed is the lid fits on the back. I always love it when it happens. I'm going to colour one of these in. So I'll just show you the other side of the page so you can see what it looks like before I start. And let's see. Okay, that's our purple. Okay, and let's have a look at the back now. And the same thing, you can see there is no bleed through with that purple. So, and I'll lift it up as well and you can see the sparkle. So they're very shiny with a beautiful silver finish. And like I said, they went on quite smooth, very juicy, got good control because I kept in between the lines and no bleed through. So that is the Flysea glitter markers from Lightwish. Now I have found purchase info for the US and that is linked in my storefront down below. I have asked Lightwish if they could send me the links for UK and Australia as I haven't been able to find it myself yet. I do know they are available though, so if I get the price details while I'm editing this, I'll pop something on the screen right here. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of these pens down below. Happy colouring and bye for now. Hey guys, Editing Karen here. I have heard back from the people at Lightwish, and unfortunately these pens are currently unavailable in Australia for purchase. So you can purchase from Amazon US and Amazon UK, and I do have links for both of them, which I'll put in the description box down below. I also have a 20% discount code for you guys. That'll also be down in the description box. So for my fellow Aussies, we can't yet order from Amazon Australia, and Amazon UK don't deliver to us for some reason, but Amazon US do. I'm not quite sure what the delivery cost is. The cost of the markers at the moment is $20.35 Australian, and then you take 20% discount off that. And then whatever the shipping fee is on top. So unfortunately not available yet in Australia, but I will be keeping an eye out and I'll let you know when they are.